We'll continue with our API creation. And I installed Notepad++. It's better. Click on Edit with Notepad++, and you can see it's more beautiful than the Notepad in the Windows. Here, I need to retrieve data from the result set of the prepared statement. So for that, I'll start with stmt, this function, bind_result method. This line binds variables to the result set columns in the order you provide. So I'll create the variables here at question, option 1, and the other options. The variables question, option 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the correct option are used to store the values retrieved from the result set. When the prepared statement is executed, the values from the selected columns will be stored in these variables. So if I execute this statement, I need to get all these columns, question, and store it inside the question variable. Go to the option 1 column and get the value of the record and put it inside option 1, option 2, option 3, 4, and the correct option. So all of these columns, all of these records in these columns will be stored inside the variables here. Again, guys, here we used the variables to store the values retrieved from the result set. When the prepared statement is executed, the values from the selected column will be stored in these variables. Then I create an empty array because this array will store the variables question, option 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the correct option. So to create an array in PHP, I start with the name of the PHP and the $. Questions_array equals to array method. This is how we create an array. Then we need to traverse through all the questions and store them into the questions array. For that, I'll use a while loop. A while loop is used to fetch rows from the result set of the prepared statement stmt. So I'll start with stmt and I'll use the method fetch. For each row fetched, a new empty array named temp is created. Again, guys, I'll create an empty array. So the while loop continues as long as there are rows in the result set to fetch. For each iteration of the loop, a row from the result set is fetched and the loop's body is executed. Inside the loop, a new empty array temp is created to temporarily store the data from the current row. This array will hold the values for each column in the result set for the current row. Then inside this loop, I'll start with temp question equals to question variable. This line assigns the value of the question variable to the question key in the temp array. So here is the question key, which is from the temp array, equals to question variable that we get from the bind_result function. And I'll continue with the same algorithm. I'll start with temp. Here I'll specify option 1 equals to option 1. This is the key. Option 1 of the temp array equals to option 1, which is the variable we get from the bind result. Again, guys, I continue with others. So as you loop through the result set, the temp array is updated for each row with the values from the corresponding columns. After populating the temp array, you can store it or use it as needed. And you might store each temp array in another array to create a collection of questions and their options. This is a common technique for processing and displaying tabular data from a database query. So for that, I need to use array_push method, and I link the questions array with the temp. Array_push method in PHP is used to add one or more elements to the end of an array. You are using array underscore push method to add the temp array to another array named questions underscore array. This is a common approach for collecting data from a loop like the one you have when iterating through a database result set and storing it in an array. So I am adding the temp array at the end of the questions array for each iteration of the while loop. This effectively builds an array of questions and their options in questions underscore array. After the loop completes, questions underscore array contains all the collected data, and you can work with this array to display, process, or manipulate the information as needed. So for that, I'll use and display the results in JSON format. Echo JSON underscore decode or encode function, and we need to display the questions underscore array in a JSON format. Echo is used to output this JSON string to the client, and JSON underscore encode function is used to convert questions array into a JSON string format. Then we need to close the file by this ending tag. Okay, then save as, and I'll name it as myquizapi.php. Save, and here is our myquizapi.php file. Congratulations guys, we finished the API.